There have been a lot of positive developments in Denver recently. Nikola Jokic has been playing at an MVP level for yet another season, perhaps playing the best basketball of his illustrious career. Jamal Murray looks as good as he has all season, maybe finally getting healthy and finding a rhythm. Aaron Gordon has returned from a calf injury and become a super sixth man in a way that has completely revamped the Nuggets' second unit. Even Russell Westbrook has been revived this season, having his best season after all that smoke from the media and proving to be one of the best value signings of the offseason. Peyton Watson has also stepped up to become the team's main stopper, coming in and making winning plays, especially on the defensive end. Everything is coming along just as Calvin Booth and the Nuggets hoped, and the team is up to a top 4 seed at the time of this video after winning 12 of their last 15, and they're within shouting distance of the 2 seed in the Western Conference. Despite winning 3 of the last 4 MVP awards, Nikola Jokic is not showing any signs of stopping. The Denver Nuggets star has been on a tear this season, and defenses across the league have not found a way to stop him. With all that in mind, it's no surprise that the legends of the game have praised him. Shaquille O'Neal has been one of them, and on last night's post-game show, he really showed his appreciation.
And Joker, as the president of the Big Man Alliance, I made this belt for you. And I'm going to ship it to you FedEx. It's you, baby, because you're the champion. You're the Dundada of big man. You're the best big man in the league by far.
Thank you,
I love it, and I appreciate you.
I love it.
Tell your brothers I said what's up. This belt's for you, brother.
Thank you, appreciate it, Shaq. Thank you, appreciate it. I love it.
With Shaq on the show was Candace Parker, who took a moment to discuss with Jokic his thoughts on Nikola's growth in this game this season. Nikola is shooting a career high in three-pointers and hitting them with the highest percentage since he joined the league. It looks like he's in the zone offensively, and he has an answer for whatever the defense throws against him.
I feel I'm playing the best basketball of my life.
With him playing at this high level, it's no surprise that Denver is now looking like a much better team than at the beginning of the season. In the first month, it looked like Denver would be a one-man show, but Russell Westbrook and recently Jamal Murray have stepped up and provided much-needed help to the 3-time MVP. When addressing that, Jokic was full of praise for Brody and loved having him as a running mate on the floor.
How does it feel to play with a guy that looks for you every time? As a big man, I used to love when my guards look for me every time, but don't you like when you run the floor, you're the first guy he's looking for? How does that feel?
I just love the connection because I just need to look at him and I think he knows exactly knows what I'm thinking. So he just waited. I'm kind of a little bit slower, so he just waited me to get to the spot, and he passed it always on the right time. So he always play. He's a great player. I think people and teams that he was past misunderstand him and didn't give him the opportunity to be who he is.
After bouncing around several franchises in recent years, it looks like Russ has found a home in the Mile High City. Playing with the best player in the world has its benefits, and Westbrook was quite vocal with his praise for the Denver big man.
He's the best player in the world. My job is to make the game easy for him, and he does it for everybody else. And it's a pleasure to be able to share the floor with him.
With the two of them hitting it off quickly and Murray increasing the level of his play, Denver can become a dark horse in the title race. It will be interesting to see how they continue to build up throughout the regular season, but the opposition would for sure be happy if they don't need to face them in the playoffs. Mike Miller, who spent the first 2 seasons of the Joker's career with him on the Nuggets, could see something special in the center from day one. According to Skinny, Jokic had the most significant upside despite not looking like your usual star in the making.
I signed in Denver. I go to training camp 2 days late because I did a buyout from Portland to go there. So I go there and practice gets over and the front office guys come over. So what do you think of your team? I said, I don't know who that fat, ugly kid is right there, but he's your best player.
Although Mike was a veteran presence at the end of the bench for the Nuggets from 2015 to 2017, he coincided with Jokic's first 2 seasons in the association.
It's like the Matrix when it hits his hands. The whole game just freezes. And I was like, I've never seen a young kid do that before. And then they don't really play him till about halfway through the season because they had Nurkic over there, They had all those guys. You know what I mean? Like they were a young up and coming team, and Mike Malone was like. But I was like, y'all gonna have to let that dude grow. Like, or get rid of something, you know what I mean? But
while Jokic's game might seem seamless and easy, he had to work his tail off to get to this point. From getting the conditioning in and improving his outside shot, the Joker's work ethic got him so far, as Miller himself praised on a previous occasion.
And he's so good at basketball.
For how he was vilified throughout his previous stops with other NBA teams, many became skeptical of how Russell Westbrook would fit with the Denver Nuggets upon signing a 2-year, $6.8 million deal. By considering his ball-dominant playstyle, critics were skeptical about his possible harmony with reigning league MVP Nikola Jokic. Yet after 3 months since the 2024-25 campaign commenced, Russell Westbrook defied the odds as he now currently serves as one of the driving forces of the Nuggets. No one has ever envisioned this, but Westbrook has actually been a fantastic fit alongside Jokic, and instead of possibly declining at age 36, his impressive stat line of 13.0 points, 6.6 assists, and 5.0 rebounds in 27.2 minutes is simply a game changer for the Nuggets' current campaign as the West's 4th seed. For Baron Davis, Westbrook's arrival is undoubtedly heaven sent for the Nuggets as it gave them a needed aggressor and well-rounded contributor.
So I think that for Russ, perfect fit, right? For Denver, they found their elevated version of Bruce Brown.
Yeah, that's
right,
a fact.
and that's what they missed. I said that. I said that's what they missed last year.
Yeah.
They don't have that dog that can just go and make some happen.
Yeah.
Outside of Joker, outside of Jamal Murray. Now you got that with Russ, and he connected with Joker. Man, they gonna be serious in the playoffs. I know that.
Yeah.
Since Gordon returned from injury, he has been on a minutes restriction, so Malone has been bringing him off the bench. But this has actually created an interesting dynamic that is giving teams a lot of trouble. The Nuggets are able to keep Westbrook and Brown in the starting lineup, a unit that has been playing very well, and they still have a dynamic difference maker coming off the bench. Gordon has been bringing size, energy, and athleticism to a second unit that needed energy. Staggering a few of the starters with Gordon has created almost 2 different starting groups to bludgeon teams with in different ways. Ultimately, this may come down to Aaron and how willing he is to sacrifice, but they call him Mr. Nugget for a reason, and he just signed his extension, so he should be willing to do whatever it takes to help the team win. Right now, that may be coming off the bench, and if he's happy to keep doing it, that would be a boon for everyone involved. Malone gets to look like a genius, while they may solve their biggest issues just by employing this odd lineup tweak and having one of the best players on the team come off the bench. Things could still get tricky once Gordon's minutes restriction is lifted, and the same issues will still exist when it's time for Malone to decide on a crunch time lineup. But those are problems for another day. For now, this lineup seems to be working well and making everyone happy. The Nuggets should roll with it until they have a reason not to. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you next time.